So, workplace, dear student, as a workplace safety, as I am talking about, that we have a different type of hazards like fire hazards. Okay, fire safety, you should maintain the fire safety, implement all these different type of equipments, fire equipment. In your school, you have also seen those fire equipment should be there, isn't it? Then you have to keep the biological hazards. There are different type of biological hazards are there, like farmer or the outdoor, those who are working. So those the biological hazards means like they are using the different type of medicines or toxins. Hazards can be happen, they can be affected by it. Suddenly there is some cut, and when they are spreading some anti insect spray, at that time it touches their blood, and they faint or they became very serious. So this type of biological hazards is also there. Psychological hazards is there, isn't it? Different type of hazards we can see that in our workplace we have to prevent the different type of workplace. So what are the safety measures? Everything should be kept very in a very proper way. So this is the very different type of so safety precautions we should keep. Safety precautions we should keep all the safety measures, isn't it? We should help the light should be not so poor, the cable should be proper, isn't it? The housekeeping should not be poor. The occasion where we are working, that should be very much preservative. We should not hold the scissors and slides everywhere. We should not throw out the blades everywhere. So these are the different things you can provide the service to the different slips of this result. So safety measures we have to use, and we have to prevent those safety measures so that the people will not going to get or affected by any of this particular particular type of thing. Electricity safety should be provided, isn't it? Electric hazard should not be there. So we should keep the first aid box. Accident can happen anytime, isn't it? Accident can happen anytime. So for this accident, like burn, cut, shock, isn't it? Broken wounds, choked headache, eye injuries, head stroke, all these different type of things can be hazard. So when we are having all these things, we must keep the different pattern of safety measures. All the safety measures should be there, isn't it? So when you are using all the safety measures should be maintained in a very serious. Those who are injured, they should be treated very nicely. See here, different type of safety rules has been given. The hazard symbols has been given, isn't it? See, cloths which we will use for the protection. So what warning symbols should be there. So these are the things what we should give in every place where there you will find the hazards can be flammable effects is there. So all these things what we find it, that we should be very much careful. Cleaning and maintaining, that is according to your book, it is chapter number 24. We should clean the place, isn't it? Routine cleaning should be there, routine maintenance should be there, everything to be checked every day. Electric switches, the cables, the computers, the other different type of electric gadgets should be checked every day. Okay, you should appoint the person for their natural hazards can happen. So geographical hazards can happen, biological hazards can happen, as soon as I have just now I have discussed about them. So toxic hazards can happen, chemical splitting can be happens in the suppose chemistry laboratory lab, isn't it? So radiological effects can be happen in the physics lab. So these are the different type of things can happen. Okay, the accident can happen any moment. So if the accident break out, we should keep all the safety measures, and we should be very much alert of it. Everywhere there are helpline numbers should be there. You should call if it is in school, and contact with the principal or higher authority or the teachers, so they can help you out for this particular thing, isn't it? The floor should be kept very much, wall should be kept clean everywhere. There should not be any type of dirt. Pillar should be kept very properly, isn't it? So in such a way the house should be designed so that there should not be pillar in between the way. Okay, the color, those who are color blindness, for them we have to give the color different type of uh, fact that they can understand the color. Those pattern of color should not be used where the color brightness here, color brightness corner should not be there. Okay, so splitting spill hazard tools, equipments, different type of tools we should use. You should maintain waste disposal. In your school you have seen there are the different type of waste disposal centers are there. Buckets are there. Okay, maintenance not only the school will maintain, you by yourself also should be maintained.